On May 19th, a tornado touched down in the southwest part of Henry County. Our county did not have a disaster recovery plan set in place as they should. This was not the fault of our emergency management team. This was not in place due to the direct actions of Commissioner Jim Stone. Our Henry County Emergency Management Team identified to the Commission last year that a disaster recovery plan was needed to coordinate the respective agencies and protocols needed to respond effectively to save lives and property. It was at that time last year the Commissioners voted to approve the creation of the disaster recovery plan. At today's Commissioners meeting, Emergency Management Manager Mark Hardin briefed the Commissioners on the after-action report. You will see some of that in the following video. Thankfully, no one was injured or killed during this tornado, but the problems they encountered during the response to this tornado could have been mitigated and prevented had that recovery plan been in place. So, why was it not completed? I looked into this myself and found that after the vote was taken and approved to create the plan, it was never actually accomplished, because the agency Case-Singer Planning Commission, located on 2nd Street, was told not to follow through with creating it by Commissioner Jim Stone. I personally spoke with a man at Case-Singer who would have been responsible for creating the recovery plan, and I asked him, why was it not? He said, I was told not to do it. I asked him, who told you not to create it? Was it Jim Stone? He said, yes. I asked him if he knew why Jim Stone would direct him not to create it, and he responded, I don't know why. Today, I confronted Jim Stone in the Commissioners' meeting, which you will see in this short video. Take note, he would not deny it, but he also would not explain his actions. Myself, nor anyone I have spoken to, can understand why Jim Stone would circumvent the Commissioner's vote and sabotage the creation of a much-needed document. But this reminds me of what Jim Stone told us weeks ago. We haven't told the residents the whole truth about a lot of things. Despite the continued failures of Jim Stone to give support to the emergency management team here in Henry County, they do outstanding work and did an excellent job responding to that tornado.
We didn't get food and water until Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days after it happened. There's no recovery plan in place whatsoever. So we were scrambling to try to find food, water, whatever we could get. So that's definitely a learning point.
Right.
We should have had that in place. So.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. The next time you'll find something you missed.
Yeah. We gotta do the recovery plan now. We gotta have something in place. It's just now I gotta get with Casinger and see cost wise and stuff, because I don't know if that's gonna change it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would talk. I'll be over there today. I'm gonna visit with them. So.
Say something about that. Last year, you guys approved to do that recovery plan before Mark and Jake got here, right, Jim?
And so I think there was something in there we'd talked about on the recovery.
Why wasn't it done?
Can't tell you that.
Well, I can tell you.
Okay.
I went and talked to Casinger yesterday. And I talked to the guy who was supposed to do it, the gentleman that you guys were referring to. He told me you came over there and told him not to do it after you guys voted on it.
I'll visit with him tomorrow.
Well, you'll visit with him, but tell me why you went and told him not to do it after you guys voted on it.
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
Why don't you want to tell us?
Because I don't know.
I mean, this is life and death stuff here. And he said without that plan, it really screwed up stuff. So you went over there and told him after you guys voted on it. Kind of like how you guys voted on the whole lawyer thing and went back on your word and wouldn't follow through with that. This time it's got to do with life and death situation. So you went over there and told him to do it after you guys voted on it.
You know I said that. I don't know I said
You don't know you went over there?
No, I do not.
He said you did.
Okay, I'll find out.
You'll find out if you went over there?
No,
Okay.
I'll talk to
I
him.
can see you're not
Just
gonna
seal
tell everybody why you did that, why you
Okay.
undermined it. the
I
public.
didn't undermine anybody. Now,
So when you vote on something and then right away the next day go say not to do it, what is that called? That's called.
that's in the
undermining public.
mitigation plans, that's what you're talking about. Is that what it was?
The
The
recovery plan.
mitigation plan. And some of that stuff's in there.
I mean, these guys
I'll
are
have to
trying to
look
do
into
their
it.
job,
Okay.
and they did the right thing. They said, hey, we need the recovery plan, you guys voted on it, and then you went and undermined it and told them not to do
I
it.
didn't undermine.
Okay, what
Did
do you
not.
call it when you tell them not
Mike?
to do it?
You make sure of what you're talking about first.
I did, I went
Okay.
over and talked to him yesterday about it.
Okay. I'll go talk to him too, find out. Then we'll get with you. All right, anything else?
Generator's gonna
do. You need to break away from Jim and start thinking for yourself and apart from him, because he is not doing what's right on almost every front that we have to deal with, all the major issues. I mean, you got Jim over here saying, yeah, we did this last year, we did the recovery plan, and we voted to have it done, accomplished. And the next day, he walks over to that company and tells them, hey, by the way, don't actually do it. If that's the guy you keep on hitching your wagon to, he's gonna drag you down in the ditch.
We haven't told the residents the whole truth about a lot of things. We haven't told the residents the whole truth about a lot of things.